On the spot news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype. We make it take flight.
Yeah man, my viewers and subscribers, what one. A blessed and wonderful Friday morning to each and every person out there tuning into On The Spot News Media. Now, my peeps, I don't know how we do it over on this side each and every morning. We have to give thanks and praise to the Most High Creator for the preservation of life, because life is indeed the greatest. So in the morning, my peeps, I have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we are going in Jamaica. So watch this now, my peeps, to the name Friday, the day when Mr. Smichael smile on some of the ones and ones them pocket. So whilst you're out there traversing these streets from Moran Point to the Grill Point, as always, my peeps, safe travel, pan the gravel, and continuously look out on the corner, yeah, Kazwa, the old dirty corner boy them, always out there. Alerts, yeah man, me I tell you. So watch this now, my peeps, we're gonna kick it off over there in the Morgan's Bridge policing area, that is in the Westmoreland Police Division, where a crime wave has basically erupted in that particular policing space that has left many lives lost over the past couple of months. Now the police, in their relentless efforts of dismantling the gangs and also seizing illegal weapons in that particular section of Westmoreland, have been doing a really good job. They have also seized another illegal firearm. Now we're going to hear from the man in charge of the Westmoreland Police Division as he weighed in on this particular magnificent find. Listen.
As the Westmoreland Police continue our operations on gangs in the division, during a series of operations today, one AK47 rifle along with magazine containing 20 rounds was found in an operation in the Morgan's Bridge police area. Along with this weapon was found this JDF uniform. The Westmoreland Police continues our effort in targeting gangs within the Westmoreland Division, the Kings Valley gang being the major gang of focus. This firearm brings to 3 the number of firearms found in the last 48 hours and will surely have an impact on the gang's activities within the division. And we are committed to rid the community of gangs, guns, and wanted men. I want to assure the citizens of Westmoreland and the Morgan's Bridge police area in particular that the Westmoreland police continues to work assiduously to ensure their safety, and will continue our activities to dismantle the gangs that continue to create mayhem in these areas.
So another decent spot of work again by the squad them. Yeah man, may I tell you. So in the neighboring parish of Hanover, a Hanover resident who was wanted in the United States of America in relation to lottery scamming related issues was captured in the Old Road district in Lucy, Hanover yesterday. So the criminal element in question has since been identified as 35-year-old Dwayne Anderson, otherwise known as Blue in the Streets. He was captured through the collaborative efforts with the Jamaica Fugitive Apprehension Team, the Lottery Scamming Task Force, and also the Era 1 Operational Support Team. He was arrested during a security operation between 4 a.m. and 6 a.m. and was taken into custody pending an extradition hearing. Anderson is wanted in the United States to answer to charges related to mail fraud, money laundering, wire fraud, and other lottery scamming activities. That is it right there. So now we are going to talk about a video that is circulating all over social media with the police that I made mention of in yesterday's vlog, that one of the main suspects in the Canterbury triple knockings and clappings will turn over himself to the police. We are talking about the criminal element identified as John Lee Roach. Now I'm going to play the video for you right now, and then we're going to get into what is being said all over social media. Trust me, my peeps, with Jamaican people, is far gone, but we not give up still, because we know we still have well-thinking Jamaicans, yard and abroad, where we have to fight the good fight to preserve this rock, what we call Jamaica. Listen.
This afternoon, one of the suspects in yesterday's triple murder, John Lee Roach, turned himself in to the Falmouth police station. The St. James police officers, after the operation yesterday, where 2 firearms were recovered, relentlessly pursued the suspects within that case. And we were informed this afternoon that John Lee Roach turned himself in to the Falmouth police station. He is a person of interest in that triple murder. Also, he is wanted for shooting with intent with the police officers yesterday. Also, he is also wanted for a murder in Hanover and also a shooting with intent that he had absconded bail for. We are happy that he turned himself in, and we are asking that all other suspects in matters, rather than have us pursue you, heed our warning and turn yourself in. The suspect, upon turning himself in, upon hearing that he was to be transported to the St. James division, we were told that he wet himself, thinking of the thought of the relentless pursuit that we had of him. And we are just informing persons that when you're wanted by the police, we will not stop.
We also have interest in a second suspect, Akeem Lewis, OC Borderline. He's the other person that was implicated in the triple murder yesterday evening. We want the public to assist us in locating this suspect so we can bring him to justice.
Here in St. James, we are committed to doing our best to ensuring that citizens are safe. If this means that we will relentlessly pursue all criminal suspects, all wanted persons, that is what we are going to do. But our aim is to bring back safety and security to the people of St. James.
So now, my peeps, to all the well-thinking Jamaicans out there, the superintendent was the one that spoke first and made mention that the criminal element wet himself when them tell him say he has to be transported back to the parish where he committed his many atrocities, which includes the loss of life of some people, and also which include the triple knockings and clappings in Canterbury, St. James. Now, the issue that many are having with what he said is because the superintendent stated that the criminal element wet himself. People are having a massive debate about that, asking if it was necessary for the superintendent to say. Now you see where some of us minds are, how shallow-minded we are. So that is what is important to you, because the superintendent say in wet himself. So you're more concerned about the little embarrassment where the criminal element may face, but not concerned about the many string of crimes attached to his name, which also includes the recent triple murder where 3 lives was lost because of this particular criminal element. Even though one of the nastiness will lose him life, deserve every bullet where him get because he's a whole dirty kind of boy himself. But 2 other lives was also lost. He was on bail for knockings and clappings, where him seriously can up and injured some other people, among a slew of other atrocities, and the only thing that mattered to you people is that the superintendent say him pee himself. Can you imagine? Boy, may I tell you, my peeps, the thing really, really rough, to see where our mindset is, some of us as Jamaicans. But then again, I want to see a man embrace fully done. So I guess nothing at all shouldn't really surprise nobody, because that's really a fully done line of argument. Yeah, man. Now over there in the Manchester Police Division, Wednesday night, a car mart dealer was taken out in a hail of bullets, and 3 vehicles were reportedly stolen from his home in a section of Manchester identified as Land Settlement. Now, as I stated earlier, all of this took place Wednesday night after he and his family were held at gunpoint. Now, the deceased man has since been identified as Omar Powell. The police report suggested that sometime around 10:45 p.m., Omar Powell and his partner and his 15-year-old daughter were on their way home when 4 criminal elements attacked them. They were reportedly abducted and taken into bushes, where they were tied up on a backside Hall Road. It is alleged that while being held at gunpoint, the family's home was ransacked. 3 cars, including a Mercedes-Benz, 2 Toyota Pro boxes, were also reportedly stolen by the criminal element. The police stated that also stolen was an undetermined sum of cash. The attackers then took the life of Mr. Powell before they escaped. The partner and the daughter were found hours after, sometime around 2 a.m. on Thursday morning, and was taken to get medical attention. Boy, may I tell you, that really, really sad. I can just imagine how traumatized that wife and that child is presently, as the husband and also the father of the child is no longer among the land of the living. Boy, may I tell you, where are we presently, Jamaica? Seems like we have basically made it to the bottomless pit of hell, because these type of barbaric killings is just unnecessary sometimes. You want thief to carry them, you don't just take the care of them, man, and just leave the man alone. Allow him to live and rebuild again. You did not have to take the man's life in such a way. And sadly, when police find them criminal there, and bust them up, send them gone home, shut eye country land settings, regular members of Chan Public have got Black Road and ball for justice, and not remembering that they took the life of a man, a father, a husband, and leaving a whole family shattered forever. Jano. Now over there in the troubled, war-torn, crime-riddled St. Catherine North Police Division, as it relates to the upcoming anti-gang trial of the Tesha Miller-led faction of the ClansMan gang, a prominent medical doctor was also implicated. He was arrested a few months ago and was released on bail. Everybody will live in a Spanish town, and also Portmore supposed to know about Dr. Paul Robinson. Yeah, man. So he was re-arrested and charged with gang-related offenses on Monday. Now, Dr. Robinson was charged for his alleged involvement with the notorious ClansMan gang. on Dr. Robinson's last court appearance for the offense that he was arrested for previously and was granted bail. He was granted an extension of that bail until July 26. The allegations are that Dr. Paul Robinson treated members of the notorious ClansMan gang, and 2 of those are now incarcerated. He treated them for gunshot wounds. It is also alleged that Dr. Paul Robinson provided the criminal elements with medical prescriptions in 2020. The 65-year-old medical practitioner was first arrested by the police in April at his office along Young Street in Spanish Town, St. Catherine. He was subsequently released on station bail in a sum of $100,000. 23 members of the ClansMan gang have been arrested and charged under the anti-gang legislation and other serious offenses. These include murder, of course, conspiracy to take people's life, robbery, illegal possession of firearm and ammunition, and also other serious felonious criminal offenses. So the main criminal element which will be featured in that upcoming anti-gang trial is, of course, the reputed gang leader, Tesha Miller, who runs the Tesha Miller faction of the ClansMan gang, given the fact that the ClansMan gang split up and different remnants of it all about the place are run by all different set of people. Now, the men will next appear in the Supreme Court on July 11th to face the case management hearing. Now, the case management hearing was done yesterday, July 11th, as I stated earlier. And the prosecution is basically saying that they're almost ready for the trial to start. Them put everything in gear and is almost ready. So we, the regular members of Chan Public, is most definitely eagerly waiting to see the outcome of the Tesha Miller-led faction of the ClansMan gang trial. Yeah, man. So anyway, we're going to close off with the pictures and names of 2 wanted criminal elements. Now on your screen is Akeem Farin, but more popularly known in the criminal underworld as Chubby. So even though your name Farin, them never frame you this time, yeah, because the police them say you're wanted for your fatal knockings and clappings of some people. In frequent places in and around Trelawney and also Prospect and Lucy in Hanover. Yeah, man. So the next criminal element that is wanted by the police has since been identified as Shaquille Williams. Now, the youth here one dangerous youth. He's not charged for no knockings and clappings still, you know, but dangerous nonetheless. He is wanted for obtaining properties by forgery. So you know, say this brother here, we just take your nice home where your work so hard for build from under your nose and sell it to unsuspecting persons. Now he frequents Bounty Hall in Trelawney and also Rose Heights in St. James. So he may very well be a knockis and clappis to under quiet, but most definitely a scammer who is wanted by the police. So anyone knowing the whereabouts of these criminal elements, please alert the Trelawney or St. James police. And as always, if you don't trust the police, link on the Spot News Media or any like-minded vlogger, give us the information and we will most definitely pass it on to the relevant authorities who can make effective change. So anyway, my peeps, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscast. On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man.